Hey, this is Paul MAZURKIEWICZ, the drummer from Cannibal Corpse, and you are reading Metallian Magazine. No, not at all. I mean, that's how we work. You know, if you look at all our albums, it's always been a contribution from everybody, you know. So it just depends on the timing of when we're writing and what's happening with everybody. You know, Pat just happened to, the material was flowing more for him this time than ever, you know. So it was, you know, yeah, let's just write songs and see what we got. You know, everybody contributes, and we, you know, when it comes down to the end there, you know, we're squeezing for time. Well, this is what we got. You know, this is what everybody contributed. You know, and maybe, yeah, this time around it happened to be more Pat, you know. But if you look at all our albums, it's been like that way for over the years, really since the beginning, with everybody contributing. So, you know, I think we can all write a Cannibal Corpse record, technically. I mean, we got three great songwriters. I mean, I throw in my little things here and there, you know, and you know, that's what Cannibal Corpse is. So if, you know, if one guy's maybe not doing as much as, you know, he did in the past, well, then luckily there's someone else to, you know, so-called pick up the slack, I guess. So yeah, I mean, it was just, you know, we just wrote songs, whoever was writing, whoever would get them done, and this is what we have for this album. So I think it turned out great. I think it's one of our best, really. I think the songs are incredible. You know, we really worked hard at crafting them and meticulously trying to hone them and you know, get them to where we wanted to be without, you know, I don't know, not that we didn't do that in the past, but I'd say this time more so than, you know, before, just really, you know, fine-tuning more than ever. And I don't know, you know, we're getting older, we're getting better at what we do, I guess. And but yeah, I think everyone's confident that any of us can write, you know. So, you know, that's, you know, not an issue, not even a thought, really. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what we do. You know, it's what happens. You know, that's how Cannibal's always written. We have groove to our stuff. I mean, and I don't really think about it as well. I just, you know, we write to the riff, you know, or what have you, and some feels are going to be more groovy than others, or what have you. But yeah, I think we just like to write good songs, and whether they're going to have groove or not, or just, you know, whatever. I don't even think of those things, really. You know, we just end up doing what we do, and I don't, you know, so, oh, this song has to have that or has to be this. And, you know, it's just whatever, you know, the song dictates, I guess, usually, you know, is what ends up happening. And fortunately for us, we had a lot of groove in there, you know, so. No secret there as well. You know, we just had a great relationship with them. You know, why change? You know, we started with this label. You know, they built us, you know, like we built ourselves, and we are always guaranteed, or not guaranteed, we're just on the luxury of having you know, creative control with what we do, you know. So that was great. I mean, why fix it? Why change it if it's not broken, kind of a thing, you know? Why fix it if it's not, you know? So we just felt, you know, we had a long contract, of course, to begin with, but at the same time, once, you know, we could have possibly moved on or went somewhere else, but what's the point, really, you know? I don't think it would have mattered, you know. It's not like, oh, well, yeah, we go here, well, we're going to get this or that. I mean, what we got everything we need with Metal Blade, you know. So, and you know, they're like family to us. Even, of course, they're you know, they're our record label, but you know, we've known Brian Slagle and Mike Faley and, you know, Tracy Veer and all of them at Metal Blade for a long time, and we got a great relationship with them. So, you know, why change it? You know, we felt, you know, there's no point. So. Yeah, I mean, it was cool, something different. I mean, really, Joel MacGyver, the author, got a hold of us a couple of years ago. You know, it was his idea, of wanting to write a book, and we, you know, thought, hey, why not? Something cool, something different. You know, we'd never had a book like that. And then we talked to Metal Blade and, you know, our management, and they all thought it was a great idea as well. So yeah, for us, really, other than proofreading, you know, and making sure it's all what we want it to be in there, it's Joel doing his thing, you know. He's interviewing all of us like this, you know, and we're talking to him about the past and all these things, and then he compiles the book, you know. So really, after doing interviews and then just proofreading, you know, it's not that big. It's not like writing songs for us or coming up with lyrics or anything, you know. We talk and it's somebody else doing it. So I think it was pretty painless, other than, like I said, having to really just edit, make sure it's exactly what we want in there, you know. For certain things, I don't want to. I said that, I'll take that out, or whatever, you know, or just discrepancies. So, but it turned out great. I mean, Joel did a great job. I mean, you know, some cool insight to the band, and you know, focusing more on the five of us, of course, which has been Cannibal Corpse, the most solid lineup we've had, and a bunch of pictures from all eras, and it turned out really cool. But yeah, if it wasn't for Joel probably coming up with that idea, maybe we wouldn't have the book. So I'm glad we did it. Not much. I mean, you know, we haven't talked to Bob Rousset in a long time. He pretty much didn't want anything to do with us after we kicked him out, which was unfortunate. But I think, hey, you know, that hit him that hard where he just wanted away from music and what have you. So we don't have any contact with him. Barnes, we have minimal contact, and you know, nothing really too major at all. You know, just kind of, you know, if it's anything, it's, you know, usually just something minor, you know, frivolous. And Jack, when we see him, you know, I mean, I haven't talked to him in a while, but out of the three, yeah, when we, you know, Jack is probably the, you know, if he walked in today, it would be, you know, just no problem. You know, hey, how you doing? You know, hang around, and you know, he's that when he left the band, it was on different terms than, you know, the other two leaving. So. Yeah, so we see him here and there, but not very often. Yeah, actually, 6 Feet Under, we did that years ago. I think about a year after we kicked him out, we did Walkin', or it was one of those Walkin' where we played like right after him, and then I know there was like another show where we played. Where they played with us in the States as well. It was a while ago, but it hasn't been, yeah, we haven't played with DEICIDE in years as well, since Jack's been in the band, of course, we haven't played with them, so, but yeah, and then who knows, maybe it'll happen coming up in a festival, who knows, you know, but yeah. It's definitely a club setting like this. I mean, this is where death metal is formed. This is where we're comfortable. This is where it should be witnessed, you know, in a close-knit setting, the fans right in your face, you know, everybody in a hot box or what have you, you know. I mean, that's, to me, and I think most of us, that's death metal, you know. It's great to play at a place like Wacken, just to play in front of that many people on the big stage and all that, but really it's so impersonal, you know. It's not what death metal's about, you know. So I would think, you know, we've had some great shows in that setting, but when it comes down to it, this is what it's about, you know, playing in front of the fans right in your face, and you know, like I said, you know, being maybe it's just a hot, sweaty kind of place or whatever. This is what death metal, where it started. This is where it thrives. This is where it's at its best. So I think that's where are most comfortable in a setting like tonight, you know. Yeah, I mean, it's always a little difficult. The more albums we come up with, of course, you know, we always like to represent, if we can, every album at least, you know, with one song. I think we may have every album represented on this tour, I believe. But yeah, we had to make up a little bit of a different set list. You'll see tonight. I mean, we had to mix it up in order with doing some different things that we haven't done in a while. So if you'll see tonight. I'll leave it at that. But yeah, I think we got a really good set list. Actually, this set list is we're all pretty happy with. Flows fairly well, and it's got a mix, like I said, of everything. And you know, we're very happy for this set list. We're excited to play it. Like I said, it was a long time coming, and some major changes throughout the list with placements of songs and all that. You know, the ones that we may, you know, always play. Well, you know, you'll see tonight. But yeah, I think we got a good one. I think we got a good list. I think the fans enjoy it. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what's key in life. You know, you want to be able to move and do things. You know, and if it starts from, you know, I don't know, getting good sleep and trying to eat at least pretty decent and stay hydrated and all that kind of stuff. You know, so I mean, that's pretty much all I do. You know, when I'm out here, you know, I mean, a lot of the guys will work out and, you know, lift and run and do all that kind of stuff. I mean, for me, as long as I'm playing every night, and like I said, if I get good sleep, I eat well, I drink well, you know, then I'll be all right to play tonight. You know, I don't need to, you know, do much in the sense of working out. I'm not that kind of a guy. Now, if there was a hockey rink down the street, I would go play some ice hockey, of course, but that's what I do for, when I'm home, that's what I do for my fun and my exercise. But yeah, for me, it's just been a gradual thing, just doing, if I can maintain this and do this on a daily basis, well then, you know, this is what I built my body up over years to be able to do. So, so yeah, I mean, not a problem, you know, not a problem. Well, I don't think so, unless there's something else you would like to hit on. I think we, you know, sounds like you got a lot of good stuff there, so, you know, just appreciate the interview. If it wasn't for the fans, we wouldn't be here, you know, and, you know, we appreciate the support and, you know, keep death metal alive. That's what we need, you know, so.
Excellent.
All right, cool, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, this is Paul MAZURKIEWICZ, the drummer from Cannibal Corpse, and you are reading Metallion Magazine.